Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2's critical and commercial success was followed by another shift in style. Super Mario 3D Land was released in 2012 for the Nintendo 3DS and attempted to merge 2D and 3D Mario gameplay. In 2013, Super Mario 3D World was released for the Wii U as a full-fledged sequel and greatly expanded on the concept, with new playable characters and 4-player co-op. Both games were well received at first, but aren't particularly popular nowadays. On that note, let's take a look at Super Mario 3D Land and Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D Land begins with a tree's magical leaves being blown away in a storm. Later on, Mario and a group of Toads visit the tree in its damaged state and find a letter showing that Bowser has kidnapped Princess Peach. It's a simple premise, but it's still fairly charming, with more letters and special images that bookend each world. For an early 3DS game, 3D Land still looks really good. Environments and character models hold up well, with a visual style that's similar to the Galaxy games but with less detail. By comparison, the music is less impressive. Most of the songs are fine, but I don't really like the style of music in comparison to Galaxy's orchestral sound. 3D Land's gameplay structure is reminiscent of 2D Mario games. Instead of something like a power star at the end of a level, there's a flagpole. Each level also has a time limit, with certain levels having collectible clocks that add time. There are 8 main worlds, and levels are presented in a linear order and tend to be fairly straightforward and short. Each level has 3 star coins as collectibles to encourage exploring, and quite a few are tricky to find. Some stages even require a certain amount of star coins, specifically in the post-game. In addition to the regular levels, there are mystery boxes that consist of short challenges for extra star coins, and more mystery boxes can be accessed through Street Pass. After the credits, 8 special worlds are unlocked. These include a mix of new and remix levels, and the returning stages usually have slightly altered layouts or special conditions to make them more challenging, similar to Galaxy's Prankster Comets. Luigi is unlocked at the end of the first special world, and there's a bonus stage that's unlocked by completing every stage with both brothers, collecting every star coin, and reaching the top of the flagpole in every level. 3D Land has quite a few power-ups, including the Fire Flower and the brand new Boomerang Flower. Boomerangs can be used to defeat enemies at a distance or even collect star coins and other items. As evidenced by the opening, the main power is the Super Leaf. Unlike in Super Mario Bros. 3, these turn Mario into his Tanuki form instead of his raccoon form. Tanuki Mario can slowly descend in mid-air, but he's no longer able to fly. The ability to turn into a statue is also exclusive to a special Super Leaf that's only found in the Special Worlds. There's also the Super Mushroom, since Mario no longer has health points, and instead is reverted to his small form when hit, like in the 2D games. Regarding the controls, Mario's moveset is less robust than in previous games. Some of the changes include having to hold down a run button, like in the 2D games, removing moves like the spin attack and triple jump, and having to charge up the backwards somersault. 3D Land's jumping physics also feel a bit floatier in comparison to past Mario games. The one new move is the ability to roll forwards, but I don't think it's particularly useful outside of breaking certain blocks. As usual, Luigi has worse traction, but can jump higher than Mario. With 3D Land's hybrid style of gameplay, the camera is mostly fixed with the ability to tilt the camera to the left or right. Certain camera angles can make it difficult to accurately judge distances, but Mario's floatier jumps and ability to slowly descend with the Super Leaf help to mitigate the camera problems. There are also first-person moments that take advantage of the 3DS's gyroscope. The fixed camera also leads to some optical illusion puzzles that are easier to solve in 3D, but are still manageable without. Super Mario 3D World opens with Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Princess Peach finding and repairing a clear warp pipe. A fairy-like being called a Sprixie appears, and reveals that Bowser has kidnapped the rest of the Sprixies. Bowser kidnaps this Sprixie as well, and a group of heroes chase after him throughout the Sprixie Kingdom. As the first 3D Mario game in HD, everything looks amazing. The overall aesthetic is similar to 3D Land's, but everything is incredibly detailed while running at a consistent 60 frames per second. I also think the music is better than 3D Land's, with a similar style of music but catchier tunes. Instead of the linear level order of 3D Land, 3D World has an explorable world map. Many levels still need to be completed in a set order, but there are occasional branching paths, and even secret coins or items on the map. There are 8 main worlds with 4 special worlds, and like in 3D Land, quite a few of these levels are remixes of earlier stages. Near the beginning of the first special world, Rosalina can also be unlocked as an additional playable character. In general, it feels like there are more unique stages in 3D World's postgame, partly due to having fewer special worlds in the first place. 3D World's stages still tend to be fairly basic, but they feel a bit more open and longer. I assume this is because of the focus on multiplayer, but even in single player, I like how everything feels much less narrow in comparison to 3D Land's level design. Instead of star coins, there are 3 green stars in every level, along with a Miiverse stamp. Even though Miiverse shut down in 2017, the stamps do still have a purpose. Finding every collectible and reaching the top of the flagpole in every stage unlocks a bonus level. There's also bonus stamps for finishing every level with each character, but this isn't particularly worth it now. 3D World controls similarly to 3D Land with a few additions. There's a faster run speed after running without interruption for a short time, and the spin jump returns from Super Mario Sunshine. Each character also controls slightly differently. Mario and Luigi are similar to how they played in 3D Land, Princess Peach can briefly float in midair, Toad has the fastest running speed, and Rosalina can perform the spin attack from Super Mario Galaxy. Camera movement is also less limited than in 3D Land, with the ability to switch between a few different camera angles. Certain levels even use the Wii U gamepad's touchscreen and microphone to interact with special objects and platforms, or reveal hidden blocks or coins. There are also bonus stages starring Captain Toad that are more focused on exploration and puzzle solving than platforming, since he can't jump. Every power-up from 3D Land returns, along with a few new ones. The Super Bell gives the ability to climb walls and pounce forwards in midair. In the special worlds, there's also a special Super Bell with a statue transformation, similar to the statue leaf in 3D Land. There's also the Double Cherry that creates a controllable duplicate of your character, with many levels requiring a certain amount of clones to access collectibles in single player. One of 3D World's most unique features is the ability to play everything except the Captain Toad stages with up to 4 players. I imagine playing with a full group could either be really fun or extremely frustrating, since certain stages look like they require ridiculous amounts of coordination. It's also possible to pick up and throw other players, which can easily be done by accident, since this is mapped to the same button as running. Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World are enjoyable and well-made games, but I don't think they're as engaging as past entries in the series. I do think they're worth experiencing, but of the two, I greatly prefer 3D World. I still like 3D Land, but the low difficulty, straightforward stage design, and large amount of repeated levels make it feel a bit forgettable and tedious at times. I think 3D World simply improves upon 3D Land's formula in basically every way, with more challenging and unique levels, a better post-game structure, and even slightly different playstyles depending on which character you pick. Both games are great in their own way, but I think they require a different set of expectations. Compared to the more open level design in the previous games, these are essentially 2D Mario games with 3D environments. Even if they're not the most impressive games in the series, I still had a lot of fun revisiting these two. With that being said, thank you for watching, and next time I'll be finishing up this first set of Mario reviews with a look at the most recent game in the series, Super Mario Odyssey.